Hey guys, it's VW. It is Thursday morning, and I am right now in Cass, West Virginia, where I'm staying. It's about 5 or 6 miles outside of Green Bank, on Route 66. And I just want to tell y'all, I came up yesterday. I took a flight. It left about 8:45. I think I got here sometime in the afternoon. I don't know. I got my flight. Got to Roanoke at 1:30, and then I started from Roanoke, Virginia, up to Green Bank at 1:30, and it maybe took about 2.5 hours. Very easy drive with MapQuest. Main roads. There's no gravel roads. There are mountain roads coming up here. You can see, so it's very mountainous. So it's a little bit windy and stuff like that, but there's still main roads, main routes. I got here last night. I kind of unpacked and everything. I'm staying in this little lodge, which is really cool. They cook breakfast downstairs. And I think I told y'all all this, like for the rental car, the flight, and the stay for Wednesday to Wednesday. I don't think I told y'all this because I didn't want to give specifics before I came, which really doesn't matter because the people that are doing this to me, they know specifics. They are surveilling me. I hate saying stuff like that, but everything I say is going to sound like that. So yeah, they are surveilling me, so they know specifics about what I'm doing. But anyway, it was only $1,000. It was like $1,000, which, if I had my 401k or I had a good job, which I'm making money, it'd be a drop in the bucket. But it was for my mom. We were crying the day before I left because, okay, let's not go into that. So I'm up here, but it's not that expensive. And it is a relief, definitely, from getting out of my house, because they're around me, and even through layers of aluminum on my side, copper above me, and aluminum above me, they still burn my back and my chest and my neck, and it's very painful when I sleep all night. So it's a relief. It's a definite relief. The flight, I'll tell you what was amazing to me, and I haven't been in airports or flown in a long time. When you're in an airport, there's nothing. Nothing's hitting you. V2K's not hitting you. ELF's not hitting you. EHF is not hitting you. The high-pitched sound. When you're in an airport, you're completely safe. So really, out of this, I want to go work in an airport wherever I am. Because I guess there's something about where they have to guide the planes or something, and they really can't shoot, all this crap, move the satellite. And it has to be satellite. It has to be remote satellite, the remote neural monitoring, and the remote microwaves. It has to be a satellite. It can't be a drone. It has to be something that can hit you across distances, long distances. The guy was hitting me even in the chest in the plane. Now the V2K, the only thing on the whole trip, little murmurs. I couldn't even make anything out, but I'd just hear little murmurs. So it was like the signal was trying to come through, but it didn't. But I did feel pressure because I had to take off my Q-Wave stuff because I felt like, they'd think that was a dangerous thing, bringing it through. Now I might put it in my book sack on the way back and wear it in the airports, and I think then while I'm waiting in the airports, that'll probably be the most peaceful moments of my life. But anyway, so he was shooting, ELF microwaves, I guess from a satellite or however they do it remotely, into an airplane full of people. I consider that an act of terrorism. He doesn't. He considers it really smart and getting away with stuff. I don't want to go into what I think he thinks right now. I just want to, because I want to use this trip, and I wasn't going to make any videos even on this trip. Look at all that farmland. Look at the mountains. Look how just the land stretches. You'd think you could just come out here and just get away, from anybody trying to chase you or, hit you with technology. It's so hidden behind all the mountains. You'd think even if they were trying to hit you with something, those mountains would block it. But I was thinking about, making, waiting to make the videos after I left. But what's the point of that, And I guess that's my fear. And that is the radio telescope right there. You see in the background, it's a huge radio telescope right there. It is right there by where I live. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm about to go to the astronomy observatory. And this is like, I go down Route 66 here to get to it where I'm staying. Then I get on one road, and I go through the town of Green Bank, and then I'm there. So it's not like, it's just not complicated being up here. It's not like you get lost. I didn't get lost one time. Didn't get any of my flights. I wasn't late on any of my flights or anything. It was very enjoyable just to get away from that environment. Like in the stuff, like, I mean, because he does have like Raytheon actual physical stuff on the side of my houses, like weapons pointed, and that, getting away from that is just awesome. So even if they can hit me remotely, moving away from it is peaceful and is a chance. And if I get all my stuff collected and he's just hit me remotely, I think I could knock it out. I don't know, I haven't been here but one night, and it's been a relief, definitely. It's been a definite relief, and it's been awesome. I don't want to lie to y'all. I never want to lie. I mean, I wish I was just jumping up and down with joy, and like, this is a cure-all. This is our safe haven. This is our sanctuary. Because I even drove to the radio telescope last night at about 9:30, just that area. And it does, the remote signal is like so different than my house, so different than anywhere I've ever been, so dulled down from that. I can't say, like, and I can't hear anything on V2K, but I do hear like kind of murmur. So it's like a signal trying to get through. So there still is. I guess what I was hoping for, because I was hoping I'd come up here and that I'd have privacy, that nobody would be surveilling me. I haven't had privacy in like 7 years, maybe more than that, 5 to 7 years, 4 to 7 years, something like that. And I was hoping I'd have privacy, and I was hoping all the signals would be reduced to nothing, and my body would feel it. But it is. It's really reduced. It's really just toned down so much, more than any other place. So that's happy news. Not so much. I don't know if I would move up here. I don't know though. I'm gonna stay here for a week. I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna research kind of how everything moves. Usually, what happens is anywhere I go, the signals will be very, very reduced, but as I spend more time there, he'll find ways to, either boost the signal where I am, or somehow, or get people involved in the actual place, in the actual city. I don't think any of that's going on now. I don't think I have any people around me, because it's just a little lodge with like 8 rooms in the whole place. One of the rooms is the person who actually works there. So I don't think I have somebody on the sides of me shooting me with EHF or anything. I heard a little bit, like when I was stationed in my room, I heard a little bit of high pitch and no ELF. And I'm giving these specifics out to my stalkers. He's learning as much as I am, and that's, he wants to do that. Like, he wants to see if he can hit me on a plane. He wants to see if he can hit me in an air. He wants to see how far this stuff can go. I know his mental attitude about attacking me, and I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know all that. I don't know the organization or cult or why these people feel that they can kill people. I really don't know that philosophy. Torturing somebody for years and years and years and saying they're crazy. Making up. I don't get all that. I'm gonna try not to go into that, and I'm actually not gonna go into that right now. But it's a relief, and it's such a small town that even if he did have some of that organization up here doing the one light thing or whatever, it would be a lot better than the city I live in, which is like, it's all around me. And plus I make the videos, so I guess my face is You know, it's up there, the perps. Like, I think I actually, in my city, I have people from other states come up in their cars to do stuff, you know, which I don't know why anybody would do that, just to drive around with one light. I guess they think it's a big victory. They think all this is a big victory. Testing a military technology. I don't know. I don't want to go into that. It's too early in the morning. I just woke up. It is a relief up here. It may be even a bigger relief. I don't know what's going to happen. I trust in God and Jesus. This is like, I really feel like I'm going to learn a lot, even if it's not a cure-all, even if it's not our haven that we can all move to. But I know it's greatly reduced from any other place that I've ever been in. There's a small church in Green Bank up here that I'm going to go to on Sunday. Is this a Green Bank Elementary Middle School? You drive past the Green Bank Elementary School, and then there's like a dollar store, so that was open late, probably about 10 o'clock. It's open till 10, and I was able to go get some food and stuff. There's like a gas station nearby there. Not a lot of stuff stays open real late around here. What else was I going to say? So it's been a reprieve. I mean, it's definitely been a reprieve. It's not a wasted trip. Nothing's wasted in us figuring out this. I did want to say something, just kind of, I'm not going to do a long video. I'm just going to do like a little 12-minute video, because I'm going to see if I can videotape in the observatory and show you all that's the radio telescope right there, and they at the observatory, they control that radio scope, and the observatory's coming right up here. They got a bunch of different telescopes and satellites. I wish I could walk out. I wonder if I can walk out to the radio telescope. I'm gonna talk to somebody and get information, but this is the National Radio Astronomy Observatory in Green Bank, facility of the National Science Foundation. You know, my theory was just that, oh wow, there's like tons of radio telescopes. I guess they have little ones and then a real big one. I don't know. I'm gonna check this out. What it is. This must be a small radio telescope. They must have a couple of small radio telescopes around, and then the big one. God, it's huge out there. I didn't see that last night. I thought this was it. I was like, oh, this must be the big radio telescope, and I was like, wow. But I'm gonna explore it. I don't want to walk in there with the cameras on, you know, and be like, yeah, I'm taping everything. You know, I want to talk to some people before I do it. And this will be great information for us. And a lot of you may not, like, you could come up here and it could be clear and people couldn't watch you or whatever. I don't know. I think they're surveilling me probably in my hotel room or whatever. I think they've got a remote surveillance. That's satellite. You know, a lot of the stuff they shoot at you is satellite. And my theory was that, outside of my house is completely different, because they also have ground weapons, which getting away from those is just completely different. I have to do that, because that actually puts me in a state where, like, I do feel like an animal, feel like beating on walls and yelling at this guy to stop because he's murdering me. But, like, here, it's so toned down, it's like, oh, man, I can get through that. It's like nothing, hardly, and it really is a reprieve. I was just hoping it would be complete, and people, they would be cut off. Like, they'd be cut off from a satellite remotely watching me. But, I mean, I won't go into all the details, 'cause I don't want them to know any details that I know, because he's figuring stuff out from this too. It'd be a normal person to be like, okay, he's gone from the house, let's stop, if that was his real goal. But they're killing people and testing weapons, because he's seen how far it'll go. He's seen if he can do it in a plane. He's seen if he can, and it doesn't work everywhere. Like, I can honestly say that. Like, it doesn't work everywhere. It works differently in different places. But he's trying to find out, I guess some kind of military thing, or I don't even know. I don't know what he's connected to, really. Don't really want to know. But I did want to mention, and I'm about to go in here and kind of explore, and then I'll do some videos. I'll probably come back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll spend the whole day here unless it's just like a haven. Right now, I'm pretty good. I don't hear anything. I don't feel anything on me. So, maybe in this area, it's like that. But one of the guys, I was looking at my videos last night. I'm gonna try. I have a bunch of videos to upload. I don't know. Like I have about 5 or 6 that I'm gonna upload before even this, because it's like it takes a long time. Plus, I can only use one computer at my mom's house to do it. I don't even know if I'll get these through because it's Wi-Fi that's not even secure, and these guys do get into my computer at my house, so I don't know. But one of the comments, it was a long comment, and it was by somebody very smart who's experiencing this, and he said he appreciated my videos, but it's not from a scientific angle a lot. I mean, I try to be as scientific and as objective as I can be about this technology, but I'm not face to face with the technology. It's being used on me, and so it's gonna seem subjective. A lot of people are gonna, even like people who've never experienced this stuff, who aren't targeted individuals, they're gonna think I'm crazy, and it's all in my mind. Like, I know that. I know the nature of this. I know the nature of this is that some people, or a lot of people, will think you're crazy. And that's why it's such an important fight that we fight. But he was saying that he was disappointed because, my videos are very subjective and it could be hurting our cause. It didn't hurt my feelings, but it made me think. I feel that way sometimes. I feel like, man, I'm talking about this stuff and I really don't know the exact I don't know the exact nature of it. It's being used on me. I'm not using it. I don't know. It's not some scientist saying, this is how this works. You're going to use it on this person to torture them. You can see them. We're going to use a satellite or a satellite connected to cell towers. Like, I heard that on some telecom guy this is happening to. He was like, he thinks it's satellites actually controlling cell towers to send out magnetic resonance and to actually do all this stuff, to surveil you, to shoot stuff at you. I would think it'd have to be something above us, because they can get it in your room and stuff like that. They can watch you in your room and that. See, it all sounds crazy though. So like, I stop on one point, but I hear myself, and it's like they can watch you in your room, and that's what a paranoid schizophrenic would say. So we have a hard fight. This is a very hard fight. But I felt that for a second. But even on the point of, I make my videos, and this guy makes these awesome comments, and he's really smart, and he says he makes a good point. And even if I was making a video just going, la 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 la, not even saying words, and people came and made those comments like, this guy sucks, we need to do this and that, it would be positive, because this guy's, he's making comments. So, and I don't think that I'm just saying a lot. I'm pretty smart. I'm actually very smart, and that's what makes this very sad, because it's being attacked from another side with new technology that is actually, it does sound like you're schizophrenic. And for years, I don't know now, because this stuff has been around for like 20 years, 30 years, and I wonder, those people on the street saying, people are shooting, I can hear voices, and they're shooting. I guess I don't question schizophrenia. I know there are people who do hear voices in their head, and there's neurological stuff like that. But I wonder how many people's lives were destroyed and they got thrown into mental institutions because people were shooting, stuff from satellites, watching them. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try and stay positive here. That's what me and my mom were talking about, and we get into arguments and fights, even on the way to the airport. Me just talking about it, because she's like, well, I won't go into all that. But I'm gonna go check out this observatory. Things are very toned down here, to where it is peaceful. It's a lot more peaceful than staying in my house or my city. It's a lot more amped up driving around in my city than it is here. It's not all gone. It's very different. you know. But I'm gonna see if I can go walk to that telescope. I don't know, it may be guarded, or they may not let people go out there. But this is Green Bank. I'm in Green Bank. It is you can't get a cell phone signal. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make videos from my cell phone. There's I can't even call I have to go downstairs to borrow the phone to call my parents. So there's no, if you want to have no cell phone, this is the place to come. And they do have Wi-Fi though in the place that I'm staying. So, and you see people in their trucks, and they have big, big antennas on their trucks to get radio, I guess. So it's not like every signal is just deadened and it's a field over the town of Greenville. It's more complicated than that. There's more signals that are everywhere in the country, in the world. Still I thought it out, and it's like all this stuff is experimental. Even on the people who are using this stuff, they're like, I don't know if this will work when he's in an airport, or in a plane, and they're just trying it out. They're testing it to see how far they can go. So it's like, even when I'm trying to get information out for y'all and to help y'all, it's like I'm giving them information for how, where they can hit a person stronger or weaker. It's a very confusing crawl through the dark. And that's what I hope that guy understands. Like, and I'm not going to say his name, and I don't even know if he'll see this video. But he was like, this guy, he's like, I appreciate the videos, so I'm sure that he appreciates that I'm trying to do something good. But I do kind of agree with him. I'm like, I don't know enough scientifically. I can't come at this and be like, well, these guys are exactly using satellites to activate cell phone towers, and the magnetic resonance is coming at an 80-degree angle towards your place of residence, so they can surveil you with the microwaves. They can get an image off of your, cones and rods in your eyes, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I really don't know. Like, it's so much stuff coming at you when they start using this technology, and they're having a bar mitzvah and just having fun with it, and they're learning about it, the people who are torturing and attacking. And a lot of these people, like, they're like, yeah, this is awesome, we can really hurt some people and we don't get caught. I guess. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I could never imagine, actually. I grab at that and I grasp at that. It's really none of my business. I want peace in my life. I want to get away from this. I want to find my science to block this. And I can definitely do that. I think even with my resources that I have now, I could get in that city, I could get out of that house and into a place, and I have enough technology, plugs and everything, to where if he's hitting me remotely, I don't think he'd be able to build it up around me again if I was smart enough. Like, he wouldn't be able to build up the ground weapons or get somebody, because I would get into a place where I wasn't around somebody. So even with the resources that I now have, I think I can get away from it, and they still may be able to watch me naked or whatever. But I could get all the signals that hurt me. I could stop all those, and they can just watch me naked for the rest of their lives. But also, I had an $18,000 401k when all this started. That made me a lot more confident. Now I have no job. I'm trying to get Social Security, and my mom had to help me to get up here. So it's like, I understand where we're all at. It's like, you don't have money to just move to another place, and they have equipment that they can just move around you, and they're not really sweating it, because they can live their normal lives while they torture you, or get somebody to kind of fill in. I don't even know if this guy has a job or not, if he goes to his job and he gets somebody else to fill in for him. I don't think he does. I think he pretty much, there's some kind of money involved in it, and people get things and stuff for testing, because I think it's either companies or, I don't know. I think it's a lot of cross stuff. It's a lot of different organizations trying to do a lot of different things, and it's bad for American citizens. It's not bad for us. It's killing us. Kills us. Takes our privacy. It's sick. It's people watching people naked and microwaving them. I would just really. Well, I'll make some more videos later. I'm already getting to 30 minutes. I start blabbing, and going on, and I see what that guy means, because it is like when I have no script and I haven't prepared, it is gonna seem pretty subjective. But that's what I do. That's what I feel is the best thing to do for me. I'm fighting it in my way, and it gets people like him talking. And there were even some comments like, "This guy's definitely a fake," and that's all right. Like, they may have been stalkers who were saying that, or they may have been actual people who were targeted who were like, "This guy is a faker and he's bad for," and they really meant it. There's one of them who was like, "You're a Jew," and then that's when it starts to get like I don't care. My feelings aren't hurt because this guy's hitting me in the testicles, in the head with microwaves. So my feelings don't get hurt by somebody on YouTube calling me a Jew with Joo. Like, I'm not even Jewish, but that's where it's not productive. Like, if you think I'm fake, say I'm fake, do whatever. Like, that thing's open. Those comments are open. Even if it holds it as spam, I get all those out no matter what it is. And that's what I want to do with the site. With all this, I want it to be transparent. I want to be transparent. I want to, experiment with how, things that help me to get away. And it may, on the other end, help them to know how far they can go with things. It may get me more in trouble because they can kind of test their stuff out, but it's got to be done. Like, this is unknown territory, and it's murdering people and torturing people who don't deserve it at all. Like, not in one bit. I was watching like a Jesus movie with Jeremy Sisko, which I think he is the coolest Jesus I've ever seen in a movie. He's just like, he does stuff and he's not all haughty. Like the Son of God movie, the guy seemed like he was like, "I am the son of," and he was very, I don't know, like he thought well, I guess Jesus would think he's pretty big time. But Jeremy Sisko is like the one who's just like, he's just doing it, he's just doing it. And I think we could all learn a lot from that. Don't be haughty. In this situation, I don't know how you have any dignity. I don't really have any dignity left. My parents don't even believe me. My mom was crying to send me up here on something that's, it is kind of life and death for me, figuring out this thing. But, I don't know. I thought he was a cool Jesus. I don't know, it was Jesus, just the video. I bought it at the dollar store. But even then, I think, they were trying to hit me with stuff in that hotel room, or the lodge room. That's where I felt anything, is in that, like when you're stationary in a place, in an enclosed place, then it's easier to hit you with whatever kind of remote long-range thing they have. When you're out and about, even in a car, or driving around, like, I don't hear anything now, I don't feel anything now. I'm sure when I walk into that radio observatory, well, I'll see if it goes away in there, or if I can walk more towards or drive out towards the actual big radio telescope. So I'm going to figure it out, guys. I'm going to kind of see what's to be seen, and I'm here for a while. And so I'm going to try and put all those other videos up and put these up to where at least when I'm coming back, they'll be up. If I can get them out, because I'm using my computer, so I'm not sure if those will all be stopped by magical little elves. They're just stopping my videos. But I love you guys. It hasn't been, I just want to say, it hasn't been a cure-all, poof, it's all gone. The remote stuff is tricky. Now, being out of that house and out of the way of the Raytheon, like actual on the ground, like microwaving me through layers of aluminum, that's awesome. It is a reprieve. It's a reprieve nonetheless. But I think the remote stuff, from, I guess, either satellites going to cell phone towers or satellites just shooting down, I don't think it's drones. It's something that, can do a Wi-Fi signal, or EMF, or EHF, or, ELF in pretty long range. It's just a signal. It's just a frequency, but they turn it up to a military level to burn your body. And they got some long range thing that is tricky. It's tricky. In the airport, nothing at all. right now here in my car, right by the observatory with the radio telescope. Nothing at all. No V2K. No pain in my body. No ELF. Definitely. In the room, the only thing that I experienced, I heard little murmurs I couldn't even make out, which I thought to be V2K. But that may have been somebody in the other room, in the EHF. A little bit of EHF when I slept. No ELF at all. I don't see. I'm getting detailed, and then they're gonna be like, "We'll turn up the ELF now," if they are, But I'm pretty sure they had some kind of satellite surveillance on me. And God, I hate talking about this stuff. You do sound like you're a schizophrenic with our culture and the way psychiatry is based and the way that we think of mental illness and the way that schizophrenia has been around longer than this technology these people are using to hurt us. God, it's like I get kind of like I don't, because I'm so worried about my family. I need to just get a job and be normal. But also, I mean, it is our lives on the line. These people are following us around the country and trying to use, sophisticated military weaponry to torture us and kill us. And they're not, like, when I do hear the V2K, and I haven't heard it here, they don't care about it. They're like, this, yeah, he's crazy. Man, I'm putting the video out where the guy called the cops, told him I had a knife on me, and they showed up with loaded weapons, and I almost got shot. So he doesn't care. Like, he'll kill me in cold blood, like using policemen and lying to them. So the slow torture, I guess, in your sleep is not much for him. I don't understand the philosophy. I want to do good in life. I want to help people. It seems pagan. It seems gross and like torturous. It seems very, very like people are animals or something, and they're gonna cull people that they think are weak or crazy or sick, and they're gonna just cull them off the world. Like, this guy's like, I want him out of here. He obviously doesn't mean what he's either trying to do is he's either trying to say that and then do the V2K when I do get out of the house so that I seem schizophrenic and that he'll cover his ass like that, or when he's saying it, I want him out of here, he means he wants me out of the world, and it's double speak. So it's either one of those things, and either one of them is very evil to me, not to him. He's doing it, so he obviously, maybe he thinks it's evil, but he's comfortable with it. But at this point, I don't care. Like, it's a lot more comfortable than being at my house up here. Like, yay on that. It's just with this stuff, it's hard to, like, I want a victory where it's like, yes, I'm out of it. Like, I'm living my life. I'm not being watched. Like, they're disconnected from me, But it seems like we have technology now that it's very easy to just, it's a frequency to hit somebody, to hurt them, to do all this weird stuff with it. That's it's hard for me to take, that maybe none of us ever will have privacy again, and nobody can do anything about it. I mean, I guess I'll fight and die. I mean, because they're gonna kill me, and I'll fight until they do kill me or give me cancer or whatever. See, that seems bleak. It doesn't seem positive, but in my situation, it's the most positive thing you can do. And I had one comment, and it was a funny girl, and she was like, I tell them I'm gonna slaughter them and cut their heads off, and usually they back off, And I guess if that works for you, that's fine. If you don't get policemen coming to your house, I can't do that. I can't bang on a wall and call this guy a murderer and tell him to stop because he's hurting my family. He'll call the police, tell him I have a knife, and they will shoot me because he has a wife and kids. He is in his house comfortably using technology to just roast my body, and they're hiding and doing it, and they just think it's smart. I think that's the main thing. That's the bottom line, is they think it's intelligent and covert, and they don't, like me dying or anything like that, or not being a real fight. It's different for them. It's a different thing they think. To me, it's horrifying. It's horrifying, and that it's happening to other people is horrifying. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it now. God bless you guys. I'm gonna make a lot more videos up here. I'm gonna be here for a week. I'm in here for a week because I got that place that I have. I can't cancel it or anything. Plus, it's nice. It's nice up here. It's physically away from my gang stalkers. So even if I'm physically away, it feels nice. And driving around, I don't have anything. So maybe once you get somewhere, you know, it's easier to get a signal towards you. But when you're out and about in Green Bank, I feel less. So I mean, it is true. I don't want to tell y'all it's a cure-all right now. Maybe at the end of the week, you know, this guy maybe hit me with some stuff now, but somebody at this observatory will pick up on that signal. It'll screw up the radio telescope, and they'll shut that down, or, you know, find out where that's coming from, and then it'll go away. I mean, like, who knows with this stuff. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking here. I'm gonna go check out this observatory. I'll let y'all know about it. If they'll let me film in there or film the big radio telescope, then I will do that. But until then, guys, I love you. Peace out and God bless.